If I looked at your website right now, would it be immediately obvious to me what your business does exceptionally well? If we stripped out all the branding and put it side by side with all of your competitors, would the content and website be unique enough to tell the difference? Would I be able to differentiate the value your product or service provides over your competitors? Would it be immediately obvious to me that choosing your business over your competition is the only real option? If not, you're missing out on an important brand building rocket fuel that will gain you a ton of potential business. The fact is, there aren't many companies that truly provide a unique product or service. Most companies have a number of competitors within their space that offer something very similar to what they offer. But the truth is, there's always differences, and even small differences can make a huge impact on your target market if you articulate and apply them correctly. Success in business isn't just about what you do or what your company does or how you differentiate yourself from the competition. Ultimately, success relies on whether or not you're clearly incorporating your differentiator into everything that you do, your website, your marketing, social media, signage, and even when you're speaking to others about your business, both clients and employees. So let's start from the beginning. What is your business's differentiator? There are a million potential answers to this question, but here are a few starters just to think about. Start by asking yourself, what do you do that your competition does not? In other words, why should people be doing business with you rather than your competition? Maybe it's how well or often you communicate with your clients or customers. Maybe it's the clear expectations or results that you discuss with the client prior to beginning any sort of project. Maybe you're cheaper. Maybe you're more reliable. Maybe you've had a great track record for keeping employees for longer periods of time, and that affects your business and the services that you provide in a specific type of way. Or maybe you've automated your process to the point where you're totally outsmarting your competition and you've become the most effective team out there. It can be something simple or something totally revolutionary. The most important thing is to make sure that you stand out from the crowd. The next is to ask yourself what your customers get by choosing your business. Maybe it's the quality, effectiveness, speed, price of the product or service, or maybe it's your location. Or maybe it's you yourself that's the differentiator. Whatever you end up choosing, always keep your ideal customer in mind. Real differentiation should provide your customers or clients with a value they can't find anywhere else. Think about the most recent customer service experience you've had. Was it good? Was it bad? Did it impact you positively or negatively in some way? Let's imagine there's two coffee shops on a busy downtown street near your workplace. One of them is old school. You walk in, you order from a person, and there might even be a line. You might be waiting for your drink. The drinks are good, but occasionally they're not exceptional. In fact, you've actually had a few experiences where you've gotten your coffee and it was a little cold, or they gave you the wrong order when they've handed it over to you. The other coffee shop now has a sleek design. They have an app where you can actually place your order ahead of time, and there's a buyer reward system. They never have a line because you can order through their app and tell them exactly when you'll be there to pick up the order. They make every cup fresh, so it's always hot, and all of their staff is taught how to make each drink the exact same way. Incredibly consistent and predictable, and they deliver the same product to you every single time. Which coffee shop will you choose? I think you see my point. Both serve coffee, and that's not special. But with one of those coffee shops, you know you will get the coffee on time, and it will be fresh, and it will be perfect quality every single time. Their differentiator is ultimately their reliability. Their customers rely on them for good coffee on time every time. So let's go a bit deeper on your differentiator by asking how you know you've picked the right one. There are three important criteria that you should always consider when trying to determine whether or not the differentiator that you've chosen for your business is sound. First, is it true? This is something that you can't bullshit. It either is or it isn't. In the case of the coffee shop, are they reliable? Is their differentiator true? Yes, 100%. Next, is it important to your potential customers or clients? In the case of the coffee shop, is reliability important to their target audience? Yes, definitely. And finally, is it provable? Can you demonstrate or show that every single time? In the case of the coffee shop, the reliability is provable and they can demonstrate it, and they always do. This is how you leverage a differentiator for extreme growth. Ultimately, your differentiator won't be good if it doesn't deliver on what it's promised. Don't make anything up, don't exaggerate. The goal is to acknowledge what you and your business do really well and highlight it in every single thing that you do. Think about it this way. One potential exercise is to ask yourself, what would you say if a potential customer asked you, why should I work with you over your competitors? But the deeper question is, what can be done in order to guarantee the reason someone should choose us over your competitor is so obvious that it's a total no-brainer? I've worked with hundreds of businesses to help them figure this out. Sometimes it took blood, sweat, and tears to establish the right answer, but once it was found, it became transformative, both for the businesses and those people's lives. If you truly can't figure out what your differentiator is, it never hurts to ask your customers or your clients. Make a phone call or send out a customer survey. Your clients and customers will be honest with you. They'll let you know what you do particularly well, and maybe they will tell you stuff you don't want to hear, which could also be really valuable. From there, you should have what you need to start thinking about how to leverage your differentiator in a way that will achieve extreme business growth for your business. If you want to kickstart the process of learning on how to effectively leverage your differentiators, be sure to download the worksheet that's accompanying this video on extremegrowth.com. This worksheet is specifically designed to help you think through everything that I've mentioned in here in this video and help you clearly understand the next steps that you'll need to take in order to make your business stand out head and shoulders above your competitors. Here's to achieving extreme business growth. I'm Chris Mulvaney. Thank you very much.